Hi student, today we are going to study Compton effect. Now Compton effect confirms that photons behave like particles. In Compton effect, there is an electron at rest. And a photon incident on electron. So this is your incident photon. Now as per the classical theory, when a wave strikes a particle, then waves simply get deflected and there is no change in the wavelength of the incident wave. But if a particle strikes another particle, then there is a collision and exchange of energy. In this experiment, Compton found that after the collision, photon gets scattered at an angle theta this is a scattered photon. An electron get recoiled at angle phi. You're recoiling electron. So this is the situation before collision. And this is the situation after the collision. If the rest mass energy of the electron is E naught and momentum and energy of the incident photon is represented by P and E. E is equal to h nu by Einstein equation. Then the momentum of scattered photon is represented by P dash. And its energy is E dash is equal to h nu dash. And energy of the recoiling electron is E and its momentum is P. Now, if we assume the classical theories, then the wavelength of the incident photon and scattered photon must be same, so the energy must be same. But in experiment, it is found that energy of the scattered photon is always less than the energy of the incident photon. Or we can say the wavelength of the scattered photon is always greater than the wavelength of the incident photon. This is experimental fact. Lambda dash is greater than lambda. That proves the particle nature of light. Now, we try to find out the difference in the wavelength of the photon before collision and after collision. And this difference in wavelength is known as Compton's shift. Compton's shift. Now, let's try to find out Compton's shift. That is the difference between the wavelength of scattered photon and the incident photon. The first equation comes from the conservation of linear momentum. First equation comes from the conservation of linear momentum. Now, initial momentum is equal to final momentum. So, we can say momentum of the incident photon is equal to momentum of the electron plus momentum of the scattered photon in vector form. Now, from this we can get momentum of electron is equal to momentum of incident photon minus momentum of the scattered photon. Now take the dot product both sides, then we get P square is equal to P minus P dash dot P minus P dash. And that can be written as P square plus P dash square minus 2P P dash cos theta. Where theta is the angle between P and P dash. Now we know for a photon, momentum can be written as h nu by c or h by lambda. So this can be written as is equal to h square nu square by c square plus h square nu dash square c square minus 2h square nu dash cos theta by c square. By taking h square by c square common, we can write it as h square by c square nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 times nu dash cos theta. This is my first equation from the conservation of linear momentum. Now, second equation comes from the conservation of energy. But before using the conservation of energy equation, let's first find out the energy of the scattered electron. Now, rest mass energy of the electron is E naught is equal to me square from the Einstein equation. And after the collision, electron has some momentum, so its total energy is given by energy of the electron is equal to root of P square C square plus me square C की power 4. Now by putting the value of momentum of electron from the equation 1, we get that's equal to h square nu square plus h square nu dash square minus 2 h square nu dash cos theta. Plus me square C की power 4. Now taking h common, we can write it as h root of nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 times nu dash cos theta plus me square C की power 4 by h square. Now we go to our second equation from the conservation of energy. Because we assume that collision is perfectly elastic, so no energy loss during the collision, so initial energy of the system must be equal to the final energy of the system. So we can write energy of the photon plus rest mass energy of the electron is equal to energy of the scattered electron plus scattered photon. Now, energy of the incident photon is h nu. Energy of rest mass energy of the electron is me c square. That must be equal to energy of the scattered photon is h nu dash, and energy of the electron can be written from the equation 2 we just derived. So that is equal to h root of nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 times nu dash cos theta plus me square c की power 4 by h square. Now taking this term left hand side and divide by h, we can write this equation as nu minus nu dash plus me square by h is equal to root of nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 times nu dash cos theta plus me square c की power 4 by h square. Now squaring both sides, we get nu square plus nu dash square plus me square c की power 4 by h square plus 2 nu me c की square upon h minus 2 times nu dash minus 2 times nu dash me c square by h, and that must be equal to nu square plus nu dash square minus 2 times nu dash cos theta plus me square c की power 4 by h square. Now this term get cancelled with this term, this term get cancelled with this term, and this term get cancelled with this term. So we left with 2 times me c square by h nu minus nu dash is equal to 2 times nu dash 1 minus cos theta. After simplifying, we can write it as 1 by nu dash minus 1 by nu is equal to h by mec square 1 minus cos theta. This can be written as lambda dash by c minus lambda by c is equal to h mec square into 2 times cos k theta by 2. 2 times sin k theta by 2. Sin k theta by 2. Because we know that c is equal to nu lambda and 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 times of sin k theta by 2. Now that can be simplified to change in wavelength is equal to lambda dash minus lambda, that is equal to 2 times h by mec into sin k theta by 2, and this can be written as change in wavelength is equal to lambda c into 2 times sin k theta by 2. This change in wavelength is called wavelength shift or Compton shift. And this lambda c is known as Compton wavelength. Value of Compton wavelength lambda c is equal to h by MEC is a constant and its value is equal to 2.4 into 10 raised power minus 12 meter. Now after calculating Compton shift, we calculate the kinetic energy of the electron after collision. The second part, kinetic energy of the electron. Now energy loss by the photon in collision goes to the kinetic energy of the electron. So we can write kinetic energy of the electron is equal to hc by lambda, that is energy of the photon before collision, minus hc by lambda dash, that is the energy of the photon after collision. Now, third we try to find out the angle of deflection of the electron. Now if we conserve the momentum in y direction only, then before collision momentum in y direction is 0. So after the collision momentum in y direction must be 0. So that gives us P sine phi is equal to P dash sine theta. Similarly, if we conserve the momentum in x direction, then we can write that P cos phi is equal to P minus P dash cos theta. Now divide equation 1 by 2, we get tangent phi is equal to P dash sine theta divided by P minus P dash cos theta. That can be written as 1 by lambda dash sine theta divided by 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda dash cos theta. Because we know that momentum P is equal to h by lambda. Now this can be written as tangent phi is equal to sine theta divided by lambda dash by lambda minus cos theta. That is the angle of deflection of the electron. Thank you.